Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody that is tuned in nice and early. Big ups to Aaron. Big up to yourself and obviously Hooks as well, saying, are you happy with dented Manchester City's chances of winning the title? A little winky face. But listen, welcome back to the Football Corner. Welcome back to the show. We are here for another match reaction. Yeah, put your hand down, wallah. Wallah, have some shame. Can I just do my intro? Why every time I like to do my intro, you want to interrupt me? Yeah? Just leave it until after the intro. Guys, make sure you're
Sorry.
We are the most, bro. We are the most unserious people in this panel. Like, it's actually nuts.
Apologies. I'll take it.
Dile me este! Fuck it. I might as well, bro. I might as well. Look who turns up out of nowhere. There you are.
There he is.
Hey, there he is.
Bro, do you know how mad it is for me? Like, the moment I logged in, all I heard was start going, I was like, what the hell just happened, bro? Like, literally, I logged in, it was like that. But assalamu alaikum to everyone.
Wa alaikum salam.
To all my Muslim brothers, last 10 days of Ramadan. I hope you guys are having blessed last 10 days. And to all my Christian brothers and sisters, happy belated Easter. I hope you guys had a great one. And to all the Tottenham fans out there, you can suck it. Have a horrendous rest of the year. But yeah, 100%. Big up, Hooks. Tell me.
Am I meant to say what's alaikum alam?
No, it's alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam. That was good, Hooks. That was so nice.
All right, cool. I'm trying. I'm learning, man. The more I'm in it with you, man,
You are, bro.
I learn the lingo.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember someone said something last time, and you understood it. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man,
I'll teach you the Turkish version where we keep it short. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's go.
But, listen, guys, make sure you're smashing that like button for me. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel, hitting that bell notification, so you're notified every time we go live, every time we post a video or do anything on a channel, basically. I am joined by a brilliant panel today. I am joined by myself on here. I am joined by Hooks, Capo, Ash, and T. The T stands for
Yo. Yes.
And today,
Big up.
we are here to do a match reaction, talking about the game on the weekend against Manchester City. So many rivals.
Bro, the saltiness is real.
So boring.
Arsenal, basically, anybody who's saying who says, oh, they celebrated a draw. I'll give you the translation. Basically, it's wah. Arsenal no lose. Wah. Why didn't they lose? Why did they play safe? Why did they actually give them good game? That's basically it is. Oh, wah at the end. That's basically what it is.
Pretty
Just
much.
babies crying, bitching, doing whatever, bro. Firstly, this goes to anybody. If anybody out there said, why did you guys celebrate in a draw? You can go fuck yourself royally. But anyway, let's go over to Hooks. What he's got to say.
Yeah, so just I just wanted to say, as you guys may see, I'm in the home kit today. Yeah, the reason why
The Champions League one.
Champions League one, yeah.
Yeah. They get you see
On the back.
And the reason, I don't know if you guys will agree, but the reason why I'm wearing this here is because on the back here, I got big bumper card Declan Rice in it. Yeah, I firmly believe, yeah, because I've been thinking about it a lot. Yeah,
Thought you were gonna have Donkey.
I was close. I was very close. But you know what? Just a side step, yeah. Do you know what I actually wanted to do? So do you know how they got the home kit? Do you know how they brought out the version that has the stitching of the results from the Invincible season?
Yeah.
I was gonna get Havertz on that one. So if I can get my hands on that, then you'll see Havertz on the back. But back to where I'm wearing this year. I think if Declan Rice doesn't play in this game, we lose.
Oh, of course, bro. Ooh, long time ago, man.
And because of that, yeah, I don't care what anyone says going forward. I don't care if we win the league. I don't care if we get knocked out in this stage of the Champions League. I don't care what happens from now. Surely he has to be signed of the season.
Yeah. That's confirmed. That's confirmed.
Surely. He has to be, right?
The fact that I'm starting to hear McAllister being the signing of the season.
No.
They're doing over
To be
here.
honest, it's between the two, but I would still edge it to Declan Rice because if you guys remember the first 2-3 games, McAllister wasn't having he was like struggling a bit. Obviously, fair enough. You can say he's playing the 6, which is not his role, and eventually he adjusted. So I think it's Declan Rice or McAllister. It definitely has to be one of the two, but I would edge it to Declan Rice for me.
I don't know what Aaron's talking about.
Yeah.
Saying that you guys are
He
going
means
to Wembley.
he means Champions League final because
Yeah.
Say less, say less,
He-
say less. I
he's,
listen.
he's trying to do that thing where we go to the final and then they can win the league. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. No,
Big up
no
Aaron,
pun
man.
intended. No pun intended. Yeah, by hook or by crook. Yeah, big up hooks. By hook or by crook, I'm getting. If we get to that final, I don't give a shit what it costs, bro. Yeah, I got life savings, bro. We might as well. We might as well pump it all in, bro. If it's 20 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand, bro, we're pumping it in, bro. Because there's no way I'm missing that final, bro. No way in hell, bro. It's a Champions League final, bro.
Oh, that was big.
I could have gone. I could have gone. I could have gone with my pops to the one in to 2006 one. I didn't.
Paris.
I didn't. I could have gone because he was gonna drive us up there, but I didn't because my dad just didn't want to go. But
I will say this,
LFC
Aaron. I will say this, LFC Aaron. Like in all seriousness, like if you guys were to win the Premier League and we win the Champions League, I'll be happy with that. Like honestly,
Yeah, I'll
like,
take
I
it.
wouldn't mind.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. No. I'm saying if I had to pick one right now, bro, I won that Champions
Champs,
League.
no, it's
I
champs
won
all
that
day, every
Champions
day.
League.
Laudejona.
I don't know.
Day, bro.
I don't know.
And now that we have played 3 games against City and we haven't lost a single one of them, if they knock out Madrid and we knock out Bayern,
I'm not that lucky, bro. I'm not that lucky, MDL.
And if you want us to go to Wembley, yeah, and if you want Saad to go to that final, make sure to super chat so Saad can make this happen.
That's it, bro.
exactly.
Hey,
We
listen.
don't want Saad, guys. If you
But
really care about Saad, yeah, you don't want him selling a kidney so he can go to freaking Wembley. So please, he needs both kidneys. Please super chat and fund him.
Actually,
I'm just gonna let you know now. Yeah, I'm dumb enough to sell a lung, bro. You know what I mean? I'm selling all types of organs, bro. I'll be like, listen, you might as well just take the whole torso. Just leave me some legs so I can walk to there, bro. You know what I mean, bro?
And
Leave
you know
me
what,
legs
yeah?
and my head so I can actually think about where I'm going, bro.
I might have the plug, you know, for a spare ticket for
For a
Yeah.
kidney transplant.
You might need to shout me, bro.
I might have the plug.
You have to plug Saad in. Yeah. You gotta plug Saad in.
Yeah.
If you-
Yeah, I might have the plug, sir. You might be in luck. There might be a way, but it's gonna. It all depends on the price that he gives, man, innit? Because like I'll happily watch it on the TV if I get caught at some stupid price. Because I got a friend that lives in Wembley, innit? So I could literally just go to his, watch the game, and then when we win, just go out on the streets, and it will be
Bug out. I love that.
it will be mad. So yeah.
Nah, 100%. But bro, I need to go, and I need to speak to one of my friends because one of my friends, his dad is like a executive for the FA, bro. So he gets
Whoa,
Whoa, look at that face, bro. Oh my God.
Whoa.
he
You've had
gets
this
tickets, bro.
this time.
Hey, listen, I've been begging, bro. I've been telling him from time I knew that it was at Wembley, from time I found out at the start of the season that it was at Wembley, bro. I've been begging since then. He's like, I'm talking to him. Bro, he's beefing. I've been talking to him. So I've been waiting. I've been pressing. Like, come on, man. Let me know, man. What's going on? But yeah, listen. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully, we can get something done. Inshallah. But anyway, let's get into yesterday's game. I want you guys to. I think let me start off. I'm going to start off by going into my thoughts on the game. I felt like yesterday, defensive masterclass. Firstly, I think defensively we were incredible. Attacking wise, not enough speed in the attack. I think Bukayo Saka and not Bukayo Saka and Trossard, Bukayo Saka and Jesus failed for me as outlets. They
Mhm.
absolutely failed. They didn't do their job. They were way too slow. Um, weren't ahead of the ball. You know what I mean? Ready to get it and run. They were too busy waiting and ball watching, bro. Like you have to be ready to just get that push to go into the attack and get away from the player. And they just didn't do that enough for me. When
In
it
all
comes
fairness,
to midfield,
just on that point on the attackers, yeah, because don't get me wrong, I think that okay, whenever I call anything the attacker's done bad, like I'm completely removing like the defensive element of the game because I think defensively, all 10 people on the pitch did amazing. But from an attacking perspective, I think that this game was very difficult for the wingers because they had to be so aware of dropping back deep and creating that kind of six at the back. They was always going to be kind of on the back foot when it came going forward because they were dropping so deep. So
but
that's
it was
why,
more Jesus though, bro.
like tactically, like I feel like tactically, it may have been a bit too much for them, taking into consideration the occasion, the expectation, the quality of side that they was going against, the fact that they had to be at times very patient and focused because Man City had a lot of the ball. And it's like in those moments when we got it back, I just think that they was already so far back that it was kind of difficult for us to break really quickly.
Hooks, that's fine. That's all well and dandy. But for me, this is what Martinelli excels in. Martinelli knows majority of right backs he's coming up against. He knows, he's looking at them. He's like, bro, I'm gonna blitz you for pace. If I get this ball and you're like here, I'm blitzing you, bro. I could just bang. I'll kick it in front of me. I've got you for pace. You're not catching me. Yeah, and that's one thing that Martinelli has in his arsenal. Yeah, no pun intended. When it comes to an explosive winger like that, Trossard is not that guy. Jesus is definitely not that guy. He hasn't got the knees for it. Let's be real. He hasn't. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happened to that guy after this second knee operation, but bro, he looks spooky, bro.
It's too much, bro.
Spooky settings, bro. It's spooky settings. So for me, it was more that left side because even the right side, I think Bukayo Saka didn't do well, and I think he had a very poor game. And people were using the injury thing just to mask it in front of rivals. Yeah, but here we're gonna talk real. Yeah, we're gonna talk facts. There's no rivals here. It's just the Arsenal man. Them. So we're gonna talk facts. Saka was really poor yesterday, bro. Like.
I don't remember seeing him.
He invisible.
Yeah,
you know why you didn't see him, Capo?
Besides me being on one eye on the road and one eye on the TV.
Yeah. But you know why you didn't see him, Capo? He had 0 for literally every attacking stat there is for a winger.
Every single one.
Every single one, bro. He did
no
nothing.
dribble take-ons, nothing.
No
barely any passes.
Dribbles. No, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I wanted to see a much different performance yesterday. Obviously, I felt like this is the time where if we are going to be taken serious and we're obviously going to put a stamp on the league and the CL, this is where I wanted to see a Saka. You know, I've been saying for the last couple of weeks now, if not, a few months, that especially after Dubai, I trust his defense. I trust his core. I trust in our defense. I'm starting to see a lot more from Raya, even though, he had some slip-ups yesterday. Him coming out and commanding his box is important for us to secure, to make our defense secure. But I knew that I was going to have that from our defenders. Now, I didn't know what we were going to have from our attacking players. When I saw Jesus on there on the left wing, I said, listen, if you could give me a shift for 70 minutes and then we bring in a Martinelli, I'm cool with that because I know that Man City is also going to tire and, the exploiting behind on their right back, no matter who it was, Martinelli was going to be the person to do it. So obviously our attacking threat wasn't there. It was just, I'm starting to, question, like, is this an injury that he's carrying? Is it fatigue? and how we're gonna manage his minutes now going into the critical part of the season, man.
But this is the thing though. If you're to bring Jesus into that front line, yeah, on the wing, it's not on the left, because the left is always the outlet for the explosive player to get out there and get going. Yeah, that's always the side,
especially if you don't have
where we're gonna go in.
An attacking viewer.
That's always the side that's inverting in to get the shot in. Do you know what I mean? That's always Martinelli's side. That's why Martinelli is always making a run, and then he runs in and then inverts into the or dips in into the little whatever they call it, the box. Yes. But on that side, that right side is rarely ever like they're inverting into the box from that side. They're rarely. They might go through and make a cross, but unless Saka is having his day where he might have been one of those days where he's like, you know, going crazy and skilling up players, because let's face it, Saka's on and off at times where sometimes he's like, bro, I'm taking everyone on. Do you know what I mean? And other days he's a bit off with it. He's shy, bro. He looks like it's his first time playing on the wing. So for me, Jesus should be put on that right wing, bro. Why are we playing Saka all the time? Play Jesus there sometimes. Jesus can handle that, because that doesn't need a burst of pace. That needs technical ability and trying to get past a man. And Jesus can do that, and he can pass into the box.
My question is, when I saw Jesus control that first chance that he had, and he just shanks it wide, bro. Like if he shoots it on target and it gets blocked, it's a different story. But the fact that I don't know what the hell was going through his head, because I know if Trossard or Martinelli were on that side, I think they would have banged that in. Definitely.
Yeah.
He had a lot of space.
This is
he had
why.
a lot of time for. He had a lot of time, man. So I'm just looking at this like Jesus came off before Saka, and Saka was carrying injury.
Hold, Capo, hold on a minute, bro. Hold on a minute, bro. I Skullex, bro.
Man said I've seen the light.
For you, bro. Listen, blink twice if someone's got a gun to your head, broski. Blink twice, broski.
April Fools.
Blink twice. Of course it's April Fools, bro. Wallahi. Of course it's April Fools, bro. But we'll love it, bro. I listen. Can somebody right now? Can someone just get this? Yeah. Can someone get this right here? Yeah. I want someone to just take a screenshot of this and then send it to me on my Twitter, bro.
And Photoshop the part after London is red. Photoshop that away.
What is that?
I don't know what it means.
No, it says Happy April
Fools.
Backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
bunch of fools in this panel, bro. What's going
on? Wow. I didn't even see. Okay, listen.
Well, how did you not see that?
When he does that, bro, it's hella funny, bro. Yeah, listen, somebody needs to Photoshop that bit off and just say London is red, yeah? Because we need to get this guy, bro. I'm holding him for ransom, bro.
Yeah, I took a screenshot. I took a screenshot of up until London is red. I've seen the light. That's it.
Send it to Deo. Send it to Deo.
Yeah, 100%. We need that.
Oh, yeah,
but, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Capo. You were saying something, bro. About
no, man. Listen, my point here is I was on Curtis's channel the other day, or just on like the members kind of stream, and I told I was said that Arteta was making a lot better decisions. Like I feel like he's actually learning. He's actually getting
100%.
He's getting his calls are going for him. You know what I mean? We're finally getting better substitutions at better times. Yesterday, I feel like the setup. Obviously, we stifled Man City. Obviously, we're not celebrating a draw, but we are celebrating the massive point that can lead into us being in, lifting the trophy, right? But when I saw Jesus come off on the 70th minute, I think that it should have been for Martinelli. And I would have definitely taken off Jorginho and just kept Kivior a little bit more, knowing that Martinelli is going to come back and help out. Now,
I disagree with you on that.
Okay,
I feel like Tomiyasu had to come on. I feel like Kivior was
getting leggy. He
Oh,
was getting
yeah.
leggy.
He was getting skinned by Bernardo Silva.
The reason
he started doing okay. He started doing okay at a point in the second half.
Yeah.
But bro, then
He was tired.
he looked vulnerable.
You
bro.
could see.
He
You could
looked
see.
the
knackered,
one of the
bro.
reasons, Capo, because you mentioned that we played defensively, and Saad, you mentioned that as well. One of the biggest reasons is because Kivior got skinned like twice, and Jesus had to sit back and help him because Kivior was getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? And the only outlet that we had was basically Saka, because the highest player on the pitch for the most of the time was Ben White. Ben White
Yeah.
was at the first half the man of the match. He was playing really good. The only thing that he didn't do well is the crosses that he made, because those crosses went straight to Ortega most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Except the one that,
but
that Jesus got and just completely shanked it. But go on.
yeah. Apart from that, yeah. But
That's why people can't say. That's why people can't say we sat back, because we didn't fully sit back and park the bus. If we parked the bus, that means that all of our defenders would have been all back. Ben
Yeah.
White was constantly going up,
Bro,
constantly
we
going
played.
up.
We
you know
played-
what this game
back.
was, bro? This game screamed for an out and out striker.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
who can get that one goal or maybe two goals that you need, and
There you
then
Well, that's
sit back.
exactly what we were
You know
playing
what I'm saying?
for. That's
Yeah.
exactly how we were playing for yesterday.
Nah,
We
it
know
did hurt.
defensively we were going to shut him out.
Not even a-
We just needed to take one or two chances, which we didn't.
Mhm.
Man. So
Yeah, and Jesus had those chances, but he fluffed it. And the first one, he shanked it, like you said. The second one, when he shot it with his left one, he could have also hit the target with that one as well, but he didn't. He just shot it straight out. And after that, he just dribbles, bro. He just dribbles.
yeah.
Stop
Too much.
dribbling. Shoot the ball.
Yeah.
You're on a striker, bro. What are
I
you
was
doing?
getting pissed,
I
bro.
swear, it pissed me off so much, yeah. And I thought to myself, this is why I rate Trossard so much, because he can do the tricks, he can get past players, but he can also be a gunman when needed. The only thing he looks for is that goal. He doesn't look for players, and that's why I rate Trossard so much. Yes, because of that selfishness, he cost us a goal maybe when he could cross it to Martinelli as well, but his overall game is much better than Jesus because of this specifically. Because he looks at the goal and Jesus just doesn't do that, bro. And
Yeah.
that's the difference.
Nah, 100%. I think so. Ash, you haven't said a lot, mate. What's going on, mate? You're hella quiet over there. Man's just there, just listening to everything that's going on. Yeah, get involved. Yalla,
Yeah.
yalla.
Yeah,
تكلم
absorbing
يا أخي.
information,
تكلم
bro.
يا أخي. يلا.
No,
تكلم.
man, I'm giving people a chance to talk. I don't like because I have this bad habit of interrupting people sometimes. So, look, I mean, I'll start with Saka since that was the topic we were discussing. Personally, I don't think it's an injury or anything. I mean, he might be injured. I mean, Arteta came out saying he's just fatigued, but to be honest, like I think it's just him not performing in some big games like this season against United at home, Liverpool home and away, Tottenham as well, even though he scored 2 goals, but I mean, one was a deflection, one was a penalty. Obviously, like he hasn't had good games in some big games this season. Even Chelsea, that first half he was abysmal. Yes, second half he was incredible. He came off.
Ash, can I pose you a question? Yeah, that MDL asked. He said I would rest Saka against Luton and let him have a rest until Brighton and play Jesus. Do you agree with that?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
something you would
100%.
do?
100%.
If it's on the right, then yes, not on the left.
Yeah, on the right.
Yeah, on the right, 100%. Because the thing is, look, we have Bayern Munich coming like soon and stuff, and these big games, and he is going to start
It's next
Saka
week.
against Brighton. Exactly. But he's going to start Saka against Brighton and then immediately against Bayern Munich. So might as well give him this rest. If we cannot beat Luton without Saka, it's just mental. But yeah, for me, I just think he had a poor game. I think he made a lot of poor decisions. 2 things he did right. One where he got the ball, I think, on the flank and immediately passed it to Ben White, who went and did the overlap from the middle. And then there was another one where I think he got a through ball, ran in, and he squared it to Jesus. And for whatever reason, Jesus checked his run. And then obviously he went sliding in the end, but it was just a bit too late. I don't know why he sort of just continued running and attacked that ball a bit earlier. I mean, that would have been an easy tap in.
Bro,
there,
that's how you know he isn't a striker, bro.
Exactly.
Strikers don't
No
check their run.
instinct.
They time their run to the best of their ability, and they're like, "Fuck it, I've made my run now. I can't sit there and check it. I need to just keep on going because if I don't, I won't get to the end where I need to get to for me to make contact with the ball."
If that was Havertz, bro, that was a goal.
And him and
I don't know about that.
You know why?
Him,
Because
him and
Havertz,
Nketiah do the
Havertz,
exact same thing.
I will give him credit for that. He is at the right place at the right time most of the time, and he would have got that run timed better than Jesus.
Yeah, I will say Havertz attacks the ball better, and that's the thing. You need a striker who wants to attack the ball really bad in the box, and I think Jesus sometimes is a bit shy as a striker, like in that regards, which is a bit annoying. But overall on the game, people might not want to like hear this. I'm happy with a draw. Remember, Saad, what was my prediction when we did our show at Hamza and all? I said it will be. Yeah, I said it'll be a 0-0 draw, not even a draw. I said it'll be a 0-0 draw because I knew like both teams are going to be conservative and defending. For all these people saying, "Oh yeah, you just parked the bus and all that stuff," like, bruh, while City didn't park the bus, obviously, because they had like over 70% possession, but they also played conservative, right? There are many games when they play against these lower level teams and they'll put 3, 4, 5 people on the box and they'll cross it in or they'll try to play these risky through balls all the time. They didn't do that yesterday. And every time we countered, even though like we only countered with 2 or 3 people, they would have 6, 7 players sprinting back because they respected us as well. So even they were slightly conservative in their attacks.
Yeah, their fullbacks weren't really bombing forward. Like
they weren't bombing forward, and
they know they want to be exposed.
They had like 4 players. They had like 4 players waiting at their half when they were attacking, bro.
Exactly.
I know another Manchester team that actually parks the bus and they still get diced up. So
yeah, United exactly. They did that at Etihad and they got screwed.
Bro, Brentford
we canceled each other out yesterday. We canceled each other out yesterday, and both teams knew what value a point may have. Now, obviously, it benefits us a lot more because I think we definitely hit Man City where it hurts, and it's kind of pushing them back for the title charge.
Capo, do you know what this shows me? By the way, guys, just to say this, yeah, this draw at the Etihad, that gives me more confidence now that if we get City in the Champions League, bro, I really think we can. Yeah. I really think we can knock them out, bro.
Mentality marvels, bro. We're not crumbling under pressure like we used to do in the past.
Yeah, I think we can win the home game, and away we can win that.
They will still. They 100% will still be favorites if we face them in the semi-finals. If we get past Bayern, but I think we have a better chance now, given what we have done against them this season, like especially in 3 games. But look, I think it's a very, very good result for us. Like people who are saying that, oh, you should have attacked a lot more. Yeah, we could have attacked a lot more, and City might have scored. And if City scored 1, by the way, I think it's curtains. I don't see us coming back. We are like what 12th or 13th, or I think 12th in the league for in the table in terms of like getting points from losing positions. So when we go down away from home, a lot of times we don't end up coming back, right? We've done it against Fulham, Aston Villa, Newcastle. Like we just don't come back that easy, right? Like so, and City are second, by the way, to come back from losing points. So I think if we opened up a bit more, City could have had that chance. I would take a draw any day because yes, now it gives advantage to Liverpool. I don't see Liverpool winning for the rest of the league, for the rest of the season. I'm winning every game. Saad and I on my channel did the prediction thing, like where we did a sheet and we predicted every single team's results from here till the end of the season. And I had Arsenal drawing against City and still winning the league because I do see Liverpool faltering in some games, like away against Fulham, obviously away against Villa, even away against United, which they're going to play in a week. I think that'll be a difficult game for them. They haven't beaten United twice this season.
I am looking at that game, Ashraf. Wallahi, I'm looking at that game. 7 of April.
100%.
I even know the date.
And for us, yeah.
And for us, what game was that? What game was that?
United Liverpool.
Liverpool.
United
Liverpool.
Yeah. I really think.
And for us, we have 3 games this season. If we win 2 of them, I think we're winning the league. Spurs away, United away, Brighton away.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at their calendar, guys. To be quite honest with you, it's in our.
You literally just have to look at our games. If we win 2 of these 3 games, because every home game, I'm not even trying to be that overconfident or cocky. You guys know me. Like I'm someone who, if I think we're going to lose, I'll predict we're going to lose. Like, but every single home game we have, yes, we have Aston Villa and Chelsea, obviously, but I think we will beat both of them. Maybe not comfortably, but we will beat both. Every other home game is extremely winnable. These 3 games, I think, will make or break our season. If we win 2 of the 3, and we don't even need to win all 3. If we win 2 of the 3 games, I think Liverpool will drop points in 2 other games where we'll be able to capitalize. And here's the thing. We have a very good goal difference as well. So we don't even need Liverpool to lose a game or drop points in 2 games. If they draw the next game and we win, we are already top of the league. Just by that.
Exactly.
Well, we got
so
Luton
I think it's
coming up as well, bro.
We need to
smash
smash
Sheffield at home.
Luton on the week for us is going to be a big. So we're going to keep that goal gap, because I know Luton have been good this season. I know obviously
6
they
goal
just
gap.
went. They just went. No, that's 5. It's 5.
They're at
plus
plus 40, no?
They're plus 40. We're plus 45.
We're plus 46.
Are we?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Maybe
46.
I got it wrong.
Right?
I'm pretty sure it's plus 46.
Oh no,
We're
they won with
plus
one goal
46,
against
plus 46.
Brighton, and we played 0-0. And
We're
before that,
plus
it was 6.
46.
Yeah.
Liverpool's plus 40.
Yeah, exactly. We're plus
Mhm.
46.
Oh, we're 46. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought we were 45. My bad. I got that one wrong. But even if they score against Sheffield, I think that we can score a load of goals against Luton. I know that they just went went up against Spurs' defense and only scored one. It was a tight game. Yeah, I don't think
Mhm.
it's gonna be like that.
One
Against
was an own goal too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
but
I don't think it's gonna be
unironically,
like that.
unironically, I'm not worried about scoring a few past Luton. The only thing they can do is make that clean sheet a really hard task for us. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys sometimes just find a way to score 1 or 2 past
Yeah.
big sides.
Ross Barkley, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we played.
Allah is-
How much did we play again? 4-3. 4-3 was it?
4-3, 4-3. Last
Yeah,
minute.
they scored 3 past us, bro. So the only
Yeah,
thing
but
I'm
those-
looking at.
That was
But-
away.
but-
That
but-
was away. Though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
okay.
T, do you remember how these 3 goals were? 2 goals for
two of those
blunders by
goals were
Raya.
fields. Yeah.
Okay.
Blunders by Raya, like
Fair.
massive blunders.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
otherwise, if you guys
Mhm.
remember, we were dominating that game. We scored that first goal from a throw-in. We were playing amazing football, and then they get that first header. Fair enough, Martinelli.
Mhm.
So, I don't know why we put Martinelli on the tallest guy, but anyways, and then we come back. We're winning 2-1, and then Raya gives them the second goal and gives them the third goal. It was insane.
Yeah, but
Um,
that was
outside-
only against us. But other teams as well,
Yeah.
they've shown that they're
Yeah,
They
they
have,
could
they
ball,
have.
could ball,
You know what I'm
They
saying?
have. You're right.
So even one goal against us, it could be detrimental for us. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why I'm looking at this game like, okay, we can score a lot, but let's just keep the clean sheet. The clean sheet is the most important against these guys because these guys can't find a way to score 1 or 2.
But the thing
And you know,
about
guys, sorry, last thing, hooks. The last thing I'll say is I don't want to jinx it. I really don't want to jinx it. But
Right back, guys.
you know, let's say for example, we beat Luton and then Liverpool beat Sheffield. Obviously, we'll be still 2 points behind them. Then they play United away, I think, and we play Brighton away. Let's say we win that game and they drop points and we go top of the table. I'm not even joking when I say this, and I hope I'm not jinxing it. I think our mentality is so much better this season compared to last season that I actually think if we go top of the league, we have the mentality to stay on top. Like if we go away to Spurs,
baby.
we're
Mentality
much
marbles.
better. If we go away to Spurs and we're top of the table, I actually see us going and winning that game because of that mentality of like, you know what? We went to City away and they couldn't break us down. We went to Liverpool away and they couldn't break us down. Right? They couldn't beat us at least. We're 100% going to come to Spurs and win that game. I feel like that's the mentality our team will have.
But you know what the thing is? Yeah. I don't even think we need to worry about the Brighton game because I think the moment that Arsenal win the Luton game, I think all of the rivals think we're going to beat Brighton anyway. So by us just going and beating Luton, we've now immediately put pressure 100% on Man City. Immediately. That Man City team is now like, oh shit, we couldn't stop Arsenal's run and they're just going to keep on going. So then naturally that will make them make mistakes. Like, look, I think
They got Aston Villa too, which got
got Aston Villa,
I think
yeah.
it's the first
Yeah.
time.
that's a hard game. That's a hard game. And you know what? That Emery, I'll never forgive you for the foolishness that you did at Arsenal, but just on that one day, I need you to be the guy.
Yo, let me
But-
ask you a question. Has Arteta beaten his unbeaten streak?
Sorry? What's
Uh,
unbeaten?
Has
Which
Arteta
unbeaten
beaten
streak?
Emery's unbeaten streak when he was here? 22?
Oh, the 22 games. I don't know. Has
I
he?
don't think so.
I don't think
he
so.
has.
No.
No.
No. No,
I don't think it
yeah.
has. But yeah, so I think that, and you know what the thing is, yeah, because Man City couldn't end our run, now us going and beating Luton, and then if we beat Brighton as well, Man City and Liverpool are both in a scenario where they're kind of hopeless in a sense because they no longer have no way to impact our season.
Exactly.
There's nothing that they can do to impact our season. They literally have to go into every game week when they play before us, hoping that their win can throw us off, or playing after us, hoping that we lose before they play, and if we win, that just puts more pressure on them. So I would say the position that Arsenal are in right now is, I don't think we could have asked for a better position, like a better realistic position, because obviously we all wanted the W against Man City. I thought we could get the W, but then when it came to actually watching the game and the way that both teams approached the game, I was sitting there at about 25 minutes thinking,
it's gonna be a long essay, bro.
Yeah, this is. I was like, from about the 25th minute, I was like, yeah, this is definitely gonna be a 0-0. It just had 0-0 written all over it from like the 25th minute. So
the one thing I'll say, Hooks, is for me, I do have one regret, and that is the West Ham and Fulham back-to-back losses. Fulham, fair enough. You know what? Sometimes it happens. You're just not on your day. You didn't show up. Fair enough. But that West Ham was horrendous because we missed chance after chance after chance, and that's a game that we should have easily. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. We should have easily won.
Those two games are the reason why we can't slip up. Those two games
exactly. And I'll say this, by the way, about how people are saying that Liverpool have the easiest, Arsenal have the toughest fixtures. I actually think right now, since we finished City, I think our fixtures are not more difficult than Liverpool's. I think it's similar because No, I'll explain it to you why, right? The only difference is we have Spurs away. They have Spurs at home, right?
Can you pull up the fixtures, Sat?
By the way, I can do it. Let me show you. Let me do it.
Can you? Yeah, share screen.
I have the sheet. I have the sheet, so I'll just do that.
Yeah, share the screen, bro, and I'll put it on the thing. Cool.
These are predictions. I'll tell you why I think the fixtures are similar between us and Liverpool.
Sheets over here. Look at this. Wow.
Yeah, Sad and I did this. and I think. But look, honestly, I think, yes, we have Tottenham away, obviously, which is obviously difficult. It's a derby game, whereas they have Tottenham at home. Do you guys remember what they did last 2 seasons against Tottenham? They bottled a 3-goal lead. Tottenham came back, made it 3-3, and then obviously Diego Jota scored immediately after and made it 4-3. So they struggled. And the season before that, when they were going for the quad, they were losing 1-0 to Tottenham for majority of the game. And then Luis Diaz equalized in the last 10 or 15 minutes, and it ended 1-1. So the last 2 home games against Tottenham, they struggled, right?
You both think that Man City are going to beat Aston Villa? I think that's got a draw written all over it, in my opinion.
Not at it. I think Aston Villa is so shit. And City don't drop points.
You're such a fraud, by the way.
Why?
Sad. Why did you predict 0 points for us against City, bro?
No, he predicted no, T. He predicted 0 for City. This is under.
Oh, 0 for okay.
Under Arsenal.
So who's the fraud now? Who's the fraud now? There you are. Sit on the floor. Sit on the floor, mate. What's going on? What is this?
Oh man, T, you played yourself. But
yeah.
So for me, right, if you look at their fixtures, yes, I understand we have Tottenham away, but they struggle against Tottenham. We've got United away, but then so do they, right? We've got Brighton away, but then they have Aston Villa away, which I think Aston Villa away is a more difficult game than Brighton away. No disrespect to Brighton, right?
And you can see that I think that we drop points. Well, both of us think that we're going to drop points. It's going to be a draw for the Man United game and the Tottenham away.
Exactly.
I think we're going to drop points.
I think that we're going to beat Tottenham away. Do you know why I think we're going to beat? Do you know why I think we'll beat Tottenham away? Yeah, part of it is momentum. Part of it is we're actually fighting for something a lot big. So we're going into the game fighting for something a lot bigger than just want to win the derby. If you get what I mean. And I feel at that point, all Tottenham are really going to be fighting for is, we want to win the derby, and we want to stop Arsenal from
top 4. They're fighting top 4, bro.
Yeah, but that mentality,
like the gravity of what both teams are fighting for are so far apart. It's like the earth and moon. Like it's honestly so far. And you know what? Because you spoke about earlier, the mentality that we have this season. Yeah, I think that all of them players, the one game out of those remaining fixtures that they most definitely do not want to lose is the Tottenham game. And that's why I think we'll win it. Yeah. I don't think Tottenham are going to be up for it in the same way that Arsenal will be up for it. And I beg.
Bro, we got 2 London clubs.
I think they will, man.
With all my heart.
With Chelsea and Tottenham both will go balls deep.
With all my heart, and please play that high line. with all my
Exactly,
heart.
Hooks. That's exactly what I was going to say. Have you guys seen their games? Even the games against the big or small teams, they still play with a high line. They still
Please,
concede like 3-4 shots on target like every
please,
game, right?
please.
Imagine if they do that against us with all our
Oh my
players there.
God.
I think we'll
That-
smoke them. That's why I feel unless they're stupid, they're not going to play with that kind of high line against us, unless they're incredibly stupid. But anyways, like just back to my
It's just
original
who
point,
we
and the
are,
last thing
mate.
is,
It's just who we are,
sorry,
mate. It's just who we are,
yeah,
mate.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
and
you know what it is, bro? We said the same the first game and then we drew. And I just don't want to make the same mistake. I hope that Arteta
But
learned from
do
that
you
first
remember
game.
what happened that game? Like Rice got injured halftime and
Yeah, okay,
Jorginho
fair,
came in
fair,
and
fair.
yeah, and that
That's
mistake was
fair.
by Jorginho was horrendous. I don't know why he gave the ball away like that in the
Mhm.
end. But
I think we will win as well, but I do not agree with the fact that Tottenham doesn't have anything to fight for, bro. They will do anything to
No, no,
prevent
no.
us
I
from
didn't say
winning.
anything.
You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
I didn't say they
They will
don't
do
have
anything,
but
bro.
I said the gravity between what both teams are fighting for is like between the Earth and the Moon, bro. That's the that's the distance, bro.
Yeah,
You got to think
that's true.
who's gonna be more
What?
damn, bro, this play.
man.
Sheesh.
I had to. Thunder Road is a G, bro. Wallahi.
that shit hurt.
Man pulled out the back
Got
pocket.
him.
Like,
That's funny. That's funny. But,
I had to see if he actually did look like you, bro. I was like, yeah, you can't lie.
but you know what? I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm viewing the things a bit differently. Yeah, but I just don't see how a team that by then I think Tottenham are already going to have their Champions League football solidified. Personally, especially because it's top 5 that will get you Champions League this season. So all they're really fighting for is to stop us from potentially winning the league, which I think is a negative kind of inspiration, right? Whereas we're fighting to win the league, like, which is a positive inspiration, which I think they would see so
Like
much.
last season.
Yeah, but remember when we went to Shite Hart Lane and drew and won the league? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we was in
That was the draw as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
we was in a very different scenario then. There, like we what? Oh yeah, we are we was in a very different scenario then. Like that was a very very different scenario because we had a few games left to spare. Actually, quite a few games left to spare that season. Whereas this season, I think that the title will probably be decided somewhere around Bournemouth at home.
But even the Tottenham away, the game, bro. Are we forgetting that it does not matter, bro? Whatever we're fighting for, whatever they're fighting for, that means nothing. It's a derby game. So form goes out the window. Whatever you're fighting for goes out the window. It's who wants it on the day, bro. That's realistically who's gonna win that game, or who's gonna draw that game, or who's gonna lose that, bro. No, it is, bro. Because even Tottenham before, hold on. Under Emery, Tottenham before, when Guendouzi and Aubameyang were going crazy, Tottenham were fighting for top 4 and trying to get top 4. We were sitting in 8th, bro, or 5th or whatever it was. We were just sitting there, bro, and we went out there and blitzed them, bro. We went out there and blitzed them, bro.
I don't know, man. Realistically, think about it. Yeah, if we're saying that we're winning every game up until Tottenham, that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 15. Sorry, that. Like, by the time we come to that Tottenham game, we could be in the position where if we win it, that absolutely screws over Man City and Liverpool. Because realistically, we don't know what's going to... Like, for example, you both put Liverpool to draw at Old Trafford. But I think Man United can win that game. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You've put... you put Fulham to draw against Liverpool, but...
Yeah.
Fulham could actually win that game. I'm not saying that they will lose these games, but they are candidates where even the Everton game, like we said, it's a derby, so form goes out of the window, and it's at Goodison Park, and that's a game that even Liverpool fans are like, okay, we can't look at that the same way because it's the Merseyside derby. Like by the time we get to Tottenham, we may be in a position where we could be 3 to 6 points ahead. obviously we don't know what's going to happen because we could go on to lose games in this run. But just based off of us winning all those games, we could be in such a position where all Arteta has to say to the guys, yo, if you guys beat Tottenham away, you'll kill Liverpool and Man City's motivation, like completely, because they're probably looking at that game as the game that will like halt you guys and give them a chance to get back into things. Do you know what I mean? So,
boys,
No,
I will say
let's not
100%.
forget really quick, and I'll let you go. Sad.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
We had Porto, tough ass test. The
Yeah.
Bees, tough ass test, and the biggest test of them all. And I think everybody on here had Man City as like do or die, make or break.
Yeah,
We actually now have a stretch, Luton, Brighton, and Villa at home where we can go, even Wolves, you know, if you want to go ahead and just pause on Chelsea. But these are massive, massive games that we still can't lose our focus on. Like we got to go into every game thinking about that next game.
Yeah,
you know
Wolves
what I mean?
away.
So I know
one
we're
of those.
hoping and we're thinking this and that or the other. At the end of the day is there's still a lot to play for, fellas. And the last thing that we need is to get get hyped and then we all get clipped. You know what I mean? A lot of people
Yeah.
that we were
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
talk
and do
about
not
yesterday.
do not
100%.
forget. Do not forget why our title run last year was effed up as well. It was because of Southampton, not because of Liverpool, not because of City,
Yeah.
not because of United, not because of Tottenham.
Southampton and West Ham.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. And we can have
Well-
slip ups as well. And Wolves
well-
away, for example, is one of those games that where you can slip up.
It is, bro.
Well,
It
You
is.
know the
That's
funny
why-
thing.
yeah.
I
Yes,
disagree.
Hooks, go ahead.
I disagree. It's not entirely West Ham and Southampton. It's West Ham and Southampton coupled with the fact we lost to Man City home and away.
Yes,
was
exactly.
Our only
Exactly.
real challenge for the title. So if we got
But
the 4
why did
points,
we lose? But why
but
did
if we
we
got,
lose away?
but it doesn't matter. If we got the 4 points that we did last year, we probably would have won the league.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
not
but-
even
yeah, but
forget for
the-
points.
the
If we
losses-
beat City, if if we beat City at the Emirates, the league would have been done. We would have won the league. Because if you guys remember what was the case at that time, we were 3 points ahead of them with a game in hand. They beat us at our ground. They went ahead by goal difference, but we had a game in hand against Everton at home, which we won comfortably 4-0. They drew the next game to Nottingham Forest City. If we beat City at the Emirates that time, we would have been 6 points ahead with a game in hand, right? Even if, let's say, they beat Nottingham Forest, because the scenario would have changed then. And then when we beat Everton, we would have been 9 points ahead with no games in hand, like with all games being level, right? Last season, the maximum gap we had on them was 5. Right, if you take all games being level, there was 8 points, obviously, but they had a game in hand over us. Had we beaten them at the Emirates, I think the whole thing would have changed. Right. The one thing I do want to say, like Saad, like I am surprised that you had City. You know, guys, like just to explain this to you guys, when we did this, we actually hit the total points, so we didn't know like what would the totals be. We're like, we'll just go game by game.
Nice.
In the end, we'll show the totals and we'll see like actually what happened. I'm actually surprised like you had City third. You know, obviously I know it was not on purpose. But I don't know. I don't think City will drop points in all these games. I think they will drop points in 2 games max.
But
From
I
now on.
think
I'll say,
I think
I'll
as
say,
well.
I'll say that
Yeah,
if
go
I could just explain my so for my games, I put Wolves as a draw. I put Tottenham away as a draw and Man United away as a draw. Tottenham away, I put as a draw just because that game is just it screams passion and it's literally 50-50 for me. So I genuinely thought I'm gonna put a draw because I can't say we're definitely gonna win it. I can't say we're definitely gonna lose it. So I put it as a draw. Manchester United, Old Trafford is a sworn enemy for us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate going to
Yeah.
Old Trafford.
Always,
I hate it. So I put that as a draw because I genuinely think we will drop points there. I don't think we'll lose, but I think they can hold us to a draw, possibly a 0-0 or a 1-1 or something like that. Wolves away is a difficult one, and I think we're gonna drop points there because this is obviously just because JJ Lloyd said, why aren't we applying it to our own fixtures? We are. They're all here. This is the Arsenal fixture. This is
This is all
Liverpool
fixtures.
fixtures. These are the Manchester City fixtures. So they're all fixtures here, bro. But yeah, obviously in regards to my one, obviously Wolves away is a difficult game, bro. Gary O'Neill has got that team.
Yeah.
Like he's got them literally putting up big performances, bro. Like they're literally
And by the way, Saad, I think they'll
so
have.
well.
I think they'll have the injuries back. I think Neto will be back. Huang will be back. I think by then Cunha, I think as well. That'll be a problem for us.
That game is in a month or something. So I think they will be back for sure. And I agree, man. Wolves. The Wolves game is in a month. So they will
Wolves
probably
in a
be
month.
back.
And their main injuries that are all out now will probably be back by then.
Yeah.
So
even Pedro Neto.
Because they said he'll be back early May. So I think our game is in May, right? Against them.
And as well, I agree with you, Saad. I really. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, just quickly. Jay Lloyd came back and he said was referring to Beanie Boy. I'm assuming he's talking about
I think he's
about the analysis.
I think he's referring when I was talking about well, I don't know what
you were talking about the Liverpool and City where they can potentially drop points, like the
No. I
Liverpool,
think, guys, I think he's referring to why their predictions are not here on the sheet. It's because I did this with Saad, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this with the three of you, and I'll add your own columns, and I want you guys to actually put in your scores. All you have to do is just put the number 3, 1, or 0. I'll hide the totals, and
I think he's talking about when I was speaking about
Liverpool's running.
Yeah, Liverpool's running, and where. The reason why I didn't do it for Arsenal is because I was talking about Liverpool's running. Do you know what I mean? But if I wanted to talk about Arsenal's running, I don't know. I feel I would probably agree, apart from the Tottenham game and the Man United game, I would say probably we draw against Wolves. And I think potentially we could also draw against Everton at home. But I think we beat Man United.
No, what?
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like one of those. Do you know why? Because at that point, Everton might be in a situation where they're battling.
Yeah, especially with the
we always smash every team in the last game of the season at home.
But actually, it could be that 1 point that gets Everton safety to stay in the Prem. So it's very.
We can even draw the Bournemouth game at home, bro.
We
can even draw that.
He's a fraud. He's saying we're not beating Chelsea at home.
No, Chelsea's at home. Chelsea's at home.
DJ Lloyd. At home,
but
Chelsea are getting put in.
But in regards,
I think we're going to
just going back to these fixtures quickly because I do need to get us. I know Hooks is going to.
I actually have to.
Yeah,
right now.
Hooks. Listen, Hooks' link will be in the description, so make sure to get at him and subscribe to his channel as well. But big up Hooks, man.
Big up.
Just before I go,
who's man of the match for you? Before you
for me, my man of the match was Gabriel. I know Saliba got it, but I actually think that Gabriel.
Are you sure it's not him? Are you sure it's not him?
You know what? I wanted it to be him, but yeah, he. Do you know what? Yeah, there was a moment where, actually, 2 moments. So when he got in and he kicked the ball and hit the keeper. That's the stuff I like to see from him. Unlucky, and also there was a moment, where Ødegaard had the ball and he literally broke off the back of the defender. And
needed to be.
Yeah. If Ødegaard played that through. I
know what you mean, and I looked at Ødegaard. I'm like, bro, what were you doing? He got caught in 2 minds. He got caught in 2 minds, bro.
Yeah,
bro. That's why I'm saying he's soft. Wallahi, he's soft, bro. Wallahi, bring ESR back.
Relax, bro. Relax, wallahi. T just takes it to a next level, bro. But anyway, big up Hooks, bro. Chat to you in a bit, yeah.
Bless.
Safe, my broski. Safe. All right, let's get this shit off the screen. And let's actually get back to the predictions now. Why is Ash smiling like that?
Yeah.
I said. Okay, let's get to the rankings, bro. The score predictions, yeah. By the way, big up to JJ Lloyd who said he's subscribed, bro.
Yo, smash those likes, bro.
Appreciate
Big up JJ Lloyd.
Here, bro. Smash.
Smash those likes, people. Smash those likes, man. Come on, let's get to 20 likes. If we're not out there already, man.
Yo, Saad.
But
question for you.
Yes, my brother.
It's free, right? What we're doing? It's free content, free live.
Yeah, bro.
You guys can like. You guys can like.
Yeah, bro.
It's free. Favor, wallahi.
Favor.
Hey, but it's free, man. Make sure to like the video, guys. We are gonna get into the rankings. What's it called? What's it called? What's
The player ratings.
Player
rating,
rating.
man.
That's it.
Damn.
Wallahi,
That's
bro.
it.
Ranking. I
Ranking,
rank Declan Rice S tier. That's what I rank him.
So we're gonna get to the player ratings now, guys. So make sure to get yours down in the description as well, or in the chat. Make sure to get that done for me, guys. But we're gonna start off with David Raya. I'll start this off. Let's get through them fairly quickly. We don't need to go too much into detail, but I'm gonna say David Raya was slipping a bit for me. Was slipping a bit too much when he was taking goal kicks, but I still think he had an overall good game. So I'm gonna give David Raya I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7 for this game. But overall, apart from slipping in the distribution, I think he had a decent game. Caught his able to handle his box, and yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7. What are you giving him, Capo?
Yeah, I'll give him. I guess I'll give him a 7. It was a clean sheet. He had a big save where he needed to be big. Other keepers I've seen try to guess, a shot from that close, which side of the post is going to go. He stood firm, collected his crosses. He did his thing. Like I said, for me, the most important thing is to keep that goose egg. So he wasn't really tested much, to be honest. But when it counted for him to be there, he did his thing. So besides the slipping and all that, it looked like he was on skates for a bit, which kind of got me a little bit worried. I feel like the occasion definitely had him with a little bit of nerves, which is good to see because he's learned from it. You know what I mean? We got bigger games coming up as well, so it's important for him to go ahead and take that for what it is. Could have been worse, but 7 is good, man.
Yeah. T?
I'll give him a 6. I think the mistakes he made lowered his rating to a 5 for me. And but the saves he made afterwards bumped it up to a 6. I think what I don't like from a keeper, especially when you are supposed to be a ball playing keeper, is when you shoot the ball outside the lines for a throw in. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I hate the most about some keepers. And
that's so weird, bro. You said when you shoot the ball, and as you were saying shoot the ball, I was putting in the description the name of Ash's channel, shoot the ball, and he literally said
thanks for the plug, T. Thanks for the plug.
If you hashtag shoot the ball, then
you find Ash.
TK, just know it's not as easy as it looks, my man. Coming from
I know, but he's a professional, bro. We bought him especially for this. He used to play at Brighton with the counter attack, so he is used to going long. You know what I'm saying, Pause.
Brentford.
So Brentford, my bad. But he's used to going long. You know what I'm saying. So yesterday he was just lacking. Sorry.
Pause, but he said he's used to going long.
Pause. But yeah, he's pause. But and he didn't do that as well yesterday. But his saves made some things up. So that's why I'll give him an average rating of 6.
Bro, it was one shot that he had to face. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but crosses as well. I think he did well at crosses.
Yeah. So sorry, what did you give him?
6.
Suckers.
Oh, okay, no worries. Ash, what are you giving him, mate?
I'm giving David Raya an 8. I really am. I mean, for starters, the slipping thing, I'm not going to fault him that much for it. Like, I mean, players slip. It's not much. It's not his fault, really. Like, maybe I can blame him for the boots he's wearing. Like, he sort of maybe paid a bit more attention to that. But again, and the thing is, he's not the only one who slipped. Saka fell a couple of times. I think there was another player who slipped as well. I think Odegaard maybe. That save he made, whether it's flukish or not, it doesn't really matter. But that save he made from Nathan Ake, it really changed the game for us. Because had that gone in from the corner, like I don't like, it would have put us under so much pressure because City would have just sat back. I also like that cross as well that Guardiola did. If you guys remember, it looked like it was going in. It was the same kind of cross that Mudryk did against us when we played Chelsea.
Well,
and that
was
went in.
cooking.
So yeah, and it's good to see that. It's good to see that this time Raya was prepared and he didn't make that same mistake again. And he caught it really well. I think he claimed cross as well. He he kept the ball when he had to. Like, yes, some of the long balls were bad, but I mean, he was under pressure and we didn't really help, I think, defensively, like to get the ball from the back. But yeah, man, he did what he had to do for me defense as a goalkeeper. So I'll give him an 8.
Nah, fair enough. David Raya. Benny Blanco. What are we giving Benny Blanco? We'll start off with Ash. We'll go back the snake way again. So Ash, what are you giving Benny Blanco?
I'll give him an 8 as well. Defended well, went forward, did the overlap, had some nice crosses. That first one to Jesus, I think. There was one to Kivior, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think he did really well. Like, obviously, we all say that we wish we attacked a bit more, but I mean, there was nothing he could have done more, even going forward. I think defensively, he did a very good job. Doku came in, obviously, Grealish came in, Foden was there. Foden was playing a lot on the left, and he had a bad game. I think Ben White has a lot to do with that too. So, very, very good game from Ben White. 8 for me.
Now, fair enough. T.
I completely agree, man. I think Ben White was one of the shining lights of yesterday, and he was doing really good. And if our left side functioned the same as him, we would have had a lot more attacking. We would have had maybe a goal or two. You know what I'm saying? I think he was at some points he was the highest player on the pitch with his crosses, and I really like that from him when he does that. Just his end product with his crosses was a little bit lacking, but apart from that, he was quality. So I'll give him an 8 as well.
Fair enough. Capo?
I'm in between an 8 and a 9, man, to be honest with you. You know, I'm looking at the second half, and then when you have Grealish coming at you, he can always be tricky. Then you have Bernardo Silva then going onto the left side as well. I saw him threatening, especially when Tamayasu came in, just kind of, I guess, go at a more tired legs of Ben White. There was a lot of times in the box in the second half where I just felt like we were playing Sunday school ball, like we were scared to kind of put in a foot, and we were just lacking that real clearance. You know what I mean? I saw that a lot. But you know, he did everything that we needed to do, and he was playing next to Saliba, man. So I'm gonna play with a 9. I'm gonna give him a 9. I think he deserves it, man. He's been putting very, very good shifts for us, especially not having somebody to come in and play right back. You know, that's a lot of pressure to be fit nonstop, and I'll give him a 9, man. I think he definitely performed well, and everything that was thrown at him, he dealt with. So it was good to see.
Hold that, Southgate.
Yeah, seriously.
Fraud.
Seriously.
I'm gonna go with an 8. I think he had a solid game. You know, I just Benny Blanco, he just can't put a foot wrong at the moment, to be honest, in my eyes. So I think Ben White was absolutely solid yesterday, and even trying to get forward, trying to do his bit to get us up the pitch and really get us in an attacking position to try and cross the ball in. So yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. Willow Saliba, my guy. We're gonna go this way.
Okay.
And then so I'm gonna give Saliba. I'm gonna give him a 9. I'm gonna give him a 9. I think he was solid. Yesterday on Ahwad, they were saying that Gabriel was the good centre back. They said that they didn't think that Saliba actually had a good game. They said he looked nervous. He was making some mistakes. I didn't agree. I think he looked good. It's just because Saliba gets caught in times where he has to run with, or he has to move with the ball, where Gabriel doesn't really do that. Gabriel's more of a clear guy, just get the tackle and clear it out. But Saliba has more technique on the ball. Do you know what I mean? He's got technical ability on the ball. Hence why it looks sometimes like he's nervous, because he might just push the ball around a bit and do some risky stuff. But overall, I think he was good. He handled that right side where Gvardiol was trying to come in. He handled Haaland as well. So yeah, for me, I'm giving him a 9. I think he was brilliant yesterday. Not the best, but brilliant. Capo?
Yeah, 9 is good for him. The reason why he got man of the match was because I think he led in all the stats. So that's kind of why it was done to him. He was solid for us again, and I don't know what this whole controversy is with him and Deschamps with Francis. Is it Deschamps? Who the hell is that? Whoever the hell.
Yeah, Deschamps.
Didier Deschamps.
And those comments. I'm looking at his performances for us at his age. I understand that there's other center backs that he probably prefers, but for him to come out and talk, badly about a Rolls Royce is kind of mind boggling for me. But listen, I have nothing but faith in these two, and then you add Rice into the mix there. That trident is amazing. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. Anything that goes in is not going to come out. You know what I mean? And I would give him. I know who my man of the match is, but Saliba definitely deserves a 9.
Fair enough, T.
I think Saliba did make a few minor mistakes at the first half. I'm going to be real. But those weren't mistakes that led to an attack of Manchester City. So they weren't that detrimental. Apart from that, I think, bro, even his first touch, when the ball came from high, he just controlled the ball and went past Foden one time. Did you see that? Just that one touch was enough to get past Foden. You know what I'm saying? Wallahi, that was sick. This guy, I cannot say anything negative about him, even though he made mistakes. But
could never.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
But did you know that Saliba was a striker at one point? He was made to be a defender when he was younger. So that's why he knows how to play with the ball. But anyway, I'll give him an 8.5. I think my man of the match is clear, and Saliba. I'll give him a 9. He deserved it. I think him and Gabriel were immense yesterday.
Now, fair enough. Ash?
Yeah, I'll give him a 9 as well. Solid. I think the mistakes he made were more like on the ball when he went to the flanks and then tried to clear it and it went out or something like that. But defensively, he was superb. And early in the game, in the first 5-10 minutes, do you guys remember that chance when Haaland was offside, but Saliba made a tackle in the box and actually won the ball? And the commentator was like, "Oh, clumsy." It wasn't clumsy. It was well timed. And had Haaland been onside, that would have been a phenomenal tackle. And even Haaland didn't even complain. He got up and went running immediately because he knew Saliba got the ball. Won his aerial duels, led our team in every single stat. I would want to say I want to give him a 10, to be honest. But I mean, I'm gonna save you the time, Saad, because I think you're gonna start with me next, and I'm gonna give that to Gabriel. Which is why I'm gonna just give the 10 to Gabriel. I think the way he handled Haaland in some of these duels was incredible. And the way he released the ball sometimes to the left flank, whether it was to Kivior, whether it was to Tomiyasu when he came on, like superb defending overall. And the fact that this guy's matured so much over the last 2-3 years. If you guys remember, we used to sometimes, I think me personally, and I'm pretty sure a lot of Arsenal fans used to do this as well, we used to call for him to be subbed out, and to be sitting on the bench and for us to start Ben White and someone else, because of the bozo moments. And look at him now, it's so different. So yeah, Gabriel, what a beast of a defender. I think defender of this, for me personally, defender of the season. I know people will say Van Dijk. I think he's been the center back of the season.
I think he's been the best defender. Yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah, I think Van Dijk has a shout for the best player, but Gabriel deserves the best defender, in my opinion. So I agree with you on that. But
I will say T though, if we are saying Van Dijk is player of the season, that automatically makes him defender of the season as well.
Yeah, but I think Van Dijk is also. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it.
It's a tough conversation
because
with the argument for Van Dijk, you could say, but look at how many different centre backs he's had to play next to, and he still kept that high level. It's a hard argument, but you can have the argument there, innit?
Yeah, but for me, I agree with the fact that Gabriel is my man of the match, and I'll give him a 10 as well. The only thing I will highlight, because Ashraf mentioned enough about him already, about the positives, but the thing that caught my eye is the way he was the pain in the ass on Haaland, bro. Every time Haaland went to the back, bro, he went with him. He was like, "Nah, you're not going back. I'm going with you. I'm just gonna hinder you when you're at the midfield." Bro, at one point, Haaland was at CDM position, and Gabriel was just behind him. You know what I'm saying? He was just high up there with him. Yeah, marking him, bro. And the way he just said to him, and he went to him and talked to him and said, "Stop diving."
You know what I'm saying? Just showing the cojones, showing the character, showing the passion. I think apart from playing, he was as a dark arts merchant. He was yesterday.
Shithousery, bro. He was
Yeah,
getting into his head, bro. That's what it is. That's
exactly,
what we've been
exactly.
lacking, bro, forever.
And the best thing about it, Capo, is he didn't get booked.
Yeah.
He
No,
didn't
man.
get booked.
He-
He did it all cleanly. And that's why I'll give him a 10. He's my man of the match and possibly defender of the season, man. He's really good. Wallah.
Listen, anybody seen Holland? Anybody know where this kid is?
Bro, kidnap him, bro.
I don't know. I think he's still crying, because he obviously needs to make up for the performance by giving him our man of the match a hug, at the very end. So obviously it's good to see, him sticking up, for us in general. Stop taking a piss. Pretty much is what he was telling them. Get your ass up. You're a robot. You're big as hell. And you're going to be diving like a little bitch. So it was good to see. It was encouraging to see. Gabriel, man of the match, I give him a 10. It goes without saying. He wasn't just whispering stuff in his ear. He was literally looking like he was about to bite Holland at times, bro. And you can see that there was a lot going back and forth, a lot of professionalism there, especially when you have to get Pep Guardiola to go ahead and separate you guys, because if not, it would have never ended. But this is kind of the shithousery that we've been needing, man. And I want to see more of it, because we're going to definitely need more of it when we go against the Mullers in Bayern. And if we get them again, against Man City in the CL, if we do go through, hope, fingers crossed, we're going to need that mentality and that hunger, that fight. He's a warrior, bro. And it was good to see from him yesterday. So he deserves it.
Yeah, listen, man of the match, Gabriel Magalish. That's my guy, bro. Like, I got a lot of love for this guy, bro. A lot of love for this guy, bro. Because I can't lie, he is the most improved player, bro. For me, that's number one. He's the most improved player, bro. The fact that he's been able to add ability on the ball, he's been able to time his tackles perfectly now. He's no longer making those bozo moments. Is this credit to himself, to Arteta, and to Saliba, because Saliba, I think, has had a very positive effect on him as a player, as a centre back. Mikel Arteta, you could see with the training that he does, it's helped massively with Gabriel. And a credit to himself as well, because he's managed to improve himself as on pitch, in matches and in training sessions. You can see he's always trying hard, man. So I have to big him up. He's gonna get a 10 for me. He's my man of the match. I feel like the way he dealt with Haaland is still in his pocket, in his back pocket, bro. And I love the way when they're walking next to each other, he says, "Stop diving, man. Seriously, stop diving." If you actually look back at it, he says, "Stop diving," to him. And then they have an argument after the game, and then Pep says, "Just come back and hug him." Yeah, I'm not really into that kind of
I've
stuff.
never seen Haaland so shook, to be honest. He just
but
like,
but
yeah, okay. He usually
is,
Yeah, but they
You
weren't
see that
acting
with-
like this with
you can
Zinchenko,
see that
though.
with, bro, listen.
Yeah.
You can see that with Hoyland, and you can see that with Haaland. Yeah, Gabriel is the one that's like, okay, you want to scrap? Come my
let's
way,
scrap.
bro.
Let's scrap.
Come
Yeah,
over
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
over here. Let's have a little scrap. I'll throw some hands. I don't care, bro.
Bro,
You might
listen,
catch one of these fists in your face, bro. It might get crazy, bro. So come through.
if you can kick out
bro.
two thugs from getting robbed, from robbing your ass at home, it says a lot about his confidence in himself.
Bro,
nobody.
listen, he's that guy, bro, and that's who I want in my back line, bro. That is who I want in my back line, man. Yeah, I need him to be there every time, man. If we lose him, I think
You
this
lose
season,
anybody, and between him and Saliba is gonna be.
yeah, if him
Hey,
or
hey, you know
Saliba go this season, touch wood, that could be the worst case scenario for us, man.
You know what the
Absolute
funniest
worst case
about this is, Sad? Gabriel was the same price as Kivior.
scenario. Crazy. All right, we're gonna get to him next, bro. I'm starting
Yo, it
off.
just goes to show what a hairline does to your confidence.
why are you taking your hat off when you say that, right? I said it just shows my hairline takes. I'm not gonna take it off because my trim expired in it, but listen, it's all good, man. But yeah, listen, Kivior, we're gonna get to him next. I'm gonna start this off. Kivior, oh my, Kivior, man. He's gonna have to get a 5 for me, man. It might even be a 4.5. I don't know, man. I'm split between. I'll give him a 5 just out of respect for it's not his natural position. He's actually been playing well. I think this is the game that he actually didn't have. I didn't want him to drop a stinker in this game. He unfortunately did it, but he kind of recovered during the second half at the start. So I'll give him that. But yeah, what we giving Kivior, guys? For you guys, I'm giving him a 5.
I'll give him a 6. If he plays like that against a Man City, he's only going to be a lot better, with against another club. You know what I mean? I think it was important for him to see that level. I think it's going to help him loads. I don't want to be too harsh on him. Like you said, it's not his main position, but he needed to face the fire, man. And I think he came out of it. He should definitely keep his head up. It could have been a lot worse. He could have had a mistake. He could have had an own goal. He could have literally got blitzed and just lost his marker, but none of that happened. There was a couple moments.
Kept composed a little bit.
Yeah, he kept him composed. And he was... Listen, I don't want to be too harsh on him. I think a 6 is fine. It's one of those where it was good to see him come off because I'd rather see, Kafuyasu back in the lines. He did what he had to do. He kept a clean sheet for us in the back. He was our weakest defender of the night, but still kept a goose egg. So 6, man.
T, what are you giving him, mate?
I'll give him a 5. I think he got cooked too much for my liking. And yes, he picked up in the second half, but that's also because Jesus was just planted there helping him. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing for me, why I will not give him an average rating but below average, is because of the fact that every time Bernardo got the ball, I just didn't feel safe with Kivior on him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, every time you try something, he just cooks you. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't. When you don't feel safe with your left back, when every time someone is on the ball, there is something wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And that was the case yesterday. So that's why I will give him a below average 5.
Now, fair enough. Ash, what are you giving him, mate?
I'll give him a 4. I think the 2 times or 3 times he got skinned by Bernardo Silva was horrendous, and I think the way he got skinned as well was bad. Like, it's not like he came up against someone explosive who could just take him by pace. In which case, you might say, fair enough. I know Bernardo Silva is extremely techie, but like the way he got nutmegged and the way he got skinned in the other one, and he should have been booked. I don't know. Somehow Anthony Taylor didn't book him. I don't know. Like, those 2 incidents were so bad for me. And when you end up defending deep like that, you cannot get skinned that way, like, because then the whole setup of how we defend depends on us not losing those duels. So yeah, for me, I'll give him a 4.
Fair enough. Ash, I know you got to leave, mate. So can you just give me the rest of your players? Just give me your rest of your.
Yeah, I'll run them through quickly. Declan Rice, for me, I thought he was solid defensively. On the ball, I didn't think he was good at all. I think he gave the ball away a bit sometimes. Like, didn't make good enough runs. So I'll give him a 7.5 because defensively I think he did do quite well. That tackle he did on Rodri was pretty nice. Odegaard, very average performance except for the through ball to Trossard. I think he messed up every other through ball he tried, which is a bit annoying. And then help us transition in any of our attacks. Even that one where I think City made a back pass, that was a mistake. And he ran. By the way, I didn't know like Diaz is that slow, because Diaz looked like he was ahead of him, and Odegaard sprinted somehow behind him and got to the ball, which is crazy. And I thought he could have done slightly better on that, and he didn't. So I'd say 5 for Odegaard. Who has been in the midfield? Jorginho, I think Jorginho was okay. Like, I mean, not his best game, but I don't think he was bad. I mean, he moved the ball around well. Didn't have any blunders. I think defensively he was there when he needed to be. He didn't make any big tackles for me, from what I could remember. So I'll give him a 6.5, I would say. Saka, the worst player on the pitch for me from both teams. I would honestly give him just like maybe a 2 max. And I'm only giving him a 2 because he did come back and defend a couple of times. And even then, he wasn't like the best. He was just a body at the back. So I'd give him a 2. I didn't think he offered us any outlet. And the fact that we were playing heavily on the transition means every single time you get the ball, you have to be extremely efficient with it, right? Because we're not having that much of the ball in the first place. Jesus, the samba dancer, just wants to fake, and shoot like only when it's inconvenient.
What's wrong with samba?
I love samba, but like not on the pitch, man. Like unless it's Ronaldinho kind of samba. Hey.
Unless you got an end product. Unless you got the end product.
Yeah, exactly. Look, that chance he got. You guys remember when he did the first cut and he dropped Rico Lewis on the floor? He should have shot immediately after that. He went and cut back in again. I have no idea why he just overdoes it. Like it's insane. So yeah, for me, Jesus gets, and plus the time when Saka squared the ball and he didn't time his run correctly or he checked his run, I think that was horrendous. So I'd give him a 4. Kai Havertz, I don't even remember anything he did, positive or negative. So I'll just keep him at a 5, which is an average score. I'll quickly rate, if you don't mind, Saad, I'll quickly rate the subs as well. Thomas Partey, just for a through ball, he gave Odegaard, which is exactly what we've been screaming for, 7. Trossard, I love that dribble he did on Doku and he dropped Doku to the floor. So I'll give him like a 6. That was incredible. So I'll give him. I was gonna give him a 7, but when he messed up that through ball to Martinelli, I'm keeping it as a 6. And then Tomiyasu, amazing when he came on, 7. I hope he starts next game. I think that's it, right? And yeah, that's basically all the subs. Yeah.
Oh, Arteta.
Okay. Fair. What are you giving Arteta?
He started the right team, made the right subs at the right time, set up the team correctly. I'll give him a 9. I'll give him a 9. I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8. He should have tweaked something better in the offensive side, but that's it. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. T, can you do the same? Can you just run through your whole rest of the team?
Yeah, I think Rice, just as Ashraf said, was defensively amazing, but offensively, every time he got the ball, he was just running with it without doing anything smart with it. You know what I'm saying? It just looked weird to me. It looked like he was a little bit stressed. So that's why I will give him a solid 7, because his defensive part was really good. Jorginho didn't see him that much. I remember him tackling like 2 players back to back and then giving away a free kick. He was like sliding everyone. That was funny. So apart from that, I don't really remember what he did. So I will give him a, like Ashraf said, 6.5. Ødegaard, 1. I think you were absolute garbage. Wow. This is why people call you solar guard. Okay, when the sun is not shining, you're just not there. You know what I'm saying? You just disappear in the dark. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened to Ødegaard. Every time he tried a through ball, he just gave it straight to a City player. And you are supposed to be. And the reason why I'm giving him a 1 is not because of him as a player. Yeah, this is our captain, bro. Okay. And if our captain loses his head like that, is immature, and just makes stupid choices like that, I cannot praise you. Apart from that one through ball that he gave to Trossard, which was a counter-attack, which was set up greatly by Partey. Apart from that, you didn't do shit, bro. And that's why I will give him a 1. Maybe okay, wait, you know what? I will give him a 2. Because I think one player was way worse than him. Okay? I think one player was way worse than him. But Ødegaard, bro, you were one of the problems. You were one of the problems yesterday about why our attack didn't function. Okay? It's not because we were set up that way, because even when we were attacking and we were in great positions to make build-up plays, you effed it up and gave the ball straight away. And the one thing that irritated me the most, you know what? I will give him a 1 anyway. The one thing that irritated me the most about yesterday is when he backed off of that tackle.
Yeah,
he was going to have that ball, bro. That ball was him. If he just went with it, he would have had the ball, but he just backed off. And that's why I say this guy, when sometimes he's just so soft, bro. Just be a man about it and just go for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I will give him a 1, because as my captain, you cannot play like that. You were just a pussy. Pardon my language. And Saka, which was the worst player of the day, And people say he was injured. Fair enough. I will give him that. But bro, having 0 on every offensive stat is just criminal to me, especially when Jesus is behind most of the time because of Kivior's stupidity. You know what I'm saying? He needs to defend. He needs to help Kivior. So you were mostly our outlet, and you did absolutely jack shit, bro. So that's why I will give him a 1 as well. Man, I will give him a 0, just like his stat line, 0. You know what I'm saying? And he was limping off again. I'm not worried about his injury because he never ends up injured, alhamdulillah. So I'm not worried about his injury. But bro, come on, man. You need to be better, man. You are supposed to be our best offensive player on this team, and you're doing this.
We protect you when people say that you don't turn up in big games. So please, can you help us out with the argument? Like
exactly,
giving them ammo. Like,
exactly. Bro. That's why I will give him a 0 because I expect way more from my best offensive player. You know what I'm saying? And Jesus, Jesus, bro. This guy. I've defended this guy so much, yeah. I said this guy is one of my favorite players. I love how he plays. You know what I'm saying? Apart from him playing striker, I love everything else. What he did is what I said. But yesterday, bro, wow. I cannot find one positive thing to say about him yesterday, bro. The shots that he took did not even went on the target, bro. At least shoot on target. You know what I'm saying? If you are trying a shot, shoot it on target. That's all I've asked. They have Ortega in goal, and you didn't test Ortega. We had 2 shots on target against Ortega, bro. Come on, it's not even Ederson, man. Come on, give me a break, bro. That's why I will give Jesus a 1 as well. I think he was abysmal. And Havertz, I will give a 4. I think 5. I think he was the best of a bad bunch up front. I think if he wasn't there, we wouldn't have anything. I think he, as a player, is just not good enough for some things that he tried to do yesterday. But at least he tried it, and at least he succeeded in trying it. You know what I'm saying? The other players didn't even succeed what they tried to do. So that's why I will give Havertz a 5, a standard 5. And the bench players, Trossard, 5. I think the cross, you must cross that, bro. You must cross that. Apart from that, he had a decent game. Partey 7. I think Partey looked much better than the last time he played. So I will and the through ball for Ødegaard for the counter attack, amazing. That's why I will give him a 7. And who was the last one again?
Tomiyasu,
yeah. I'll give Tobiasu a 5 as well. I think he was a little bit shaky at the beginning. He was just flopping around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then he brushed up. I will give him a break because he was injured and he's back after a long time. So I will give him a 5 or 5.5. I will give him a 5.5. And Arteta, I will give an 8. I think setting up this way when we clearly have the quality to put them through the knife and get the 3 points is just a little bit. I don't know, man. It felt like a little bit cowardice for me. I expected more from my coach when we have all the players fit and we can put them through the sword. You know what I'm saying? And we had those chances. I just wished it was a little bit more. But apart from that, the setup and the subs that he made was, in my point, a 8, 7.5, 8, around that.
Okay.
And that's it.
No worries. Yeah, no worries, mate. Sorry, Ash. I think you need to go in it. So
I need to go, guys. I have prayers in like 20 minutes.
Good, Ash.
Bless, bro.
Big up, guys.
Big up, Ash.
Appreciate it. Cheers, man. Cheers. Mike does saying a good point. Come on, Sard. Weakest City team in 6 years. Your team is on fire. You had the best 2 chances of the game and fell short. This was pussy mentality, playing it safe at the end. As a Liverpool fan, I don't think you should be talking, my brother, because you haven't won in the last 5 to 6 years as a Liverpool fan. So I'd pipe down, Mike. with all due respect, I'd pipe down, bro, because you don't get points. You either lose, you either lose or you draw. You don't get wins over there at the Etihad. So why are you talking like as if you win there, bro? You guys have gone there with the strongest team we've seen, with Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah, Firmino. Your midfield is popping. You've gone there with hyped up, bro. Even in the season, I believe when the season where you were way in front of everyone, bro. You went to the Etihad and didn't win. I think you drew.
Yeah, and I could swear that Liverpool fans said that was a good point.
Yeah, it was a good point for them. It was a good
Yeah.
point. What's this? What's this? Why Liverpool fans coming for me when they draw at the Etihad?
You know Razor Ramon, right? Ooh, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
bro.
They shook, bro. They shook, man. It's all good.
Crazy.
Good thing,
Well, big up to Mike Dust, though.
Yeah, big up.
What a guy.
They're favorites now, so the pressure is getting to them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. The pressure's getting to them, bro. They have to start grilling people, bro. Wallahi, the title's in their hands now. They're just shaking while they're holding it up. But anyway, I'm gonna quickly go through mine. I'm gonna go. Declan Rice gets a 9 for me. Jorginho, I'm gonna give him an 8. I'm gonna give Jorginho an 8. I think he was still trying to get involved. He was helping with a lot of Mike. There is no point. There is no point. This is not the worst City team we've seen. It's not the worst City team we've seen. This is a very good City team. They still had De Bruyne. They still had Rodri, who are world-class midfielders and some of the best midfielders in the world.
Rodri hasn't played.
With all due respect,
hasn't lost
exactly
since it's been
exactly. They haven't in I believe nearly 2 years. They haven't gone without scoring at the Etihad. We managed to do that, bro.
And to be fair, the only injuries they had was in their back line and not the front line and the midfield. The midfield and the front line was still intact.
I don't know what's going on with Mike Dawes today, bro. He woke up on the wrong side of bed. Wallahi, it's that California sun, bro. It's that California sun right now. It's hitting different for some reason. Go back to the East Coast, man. Wallahi, go back to the East Coast, bro. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Jorginho, I said I'm gonna give him an 8. Odegaard, I'm gonna give him a 5. I think he was hit and miss. I said that yesterday and Ahwa got cooked. I'm gonna say it again. I think he was hit and miss. I think he actually did a few good passes and a few good through balls, but then also he did misplaced passes. Off the ball, I think he was okay. Not that bad, to be honest, off the ball, but on the ball at times he was a bit shaky, but he also did help us with getting the ball forward at times. Saka, I'm going to give him a 3. Jesus, I'm going to give him a 3. I'm going to give Havertz a 6. I think he did something. He was making runs. Bro. And he wasn't seen, bro. They didn't pass him the ball, man. And I felt like they could have passed him the ball at one time when he made like a little inverted run into the middle. And bro, he really had space there where they could have passed him the ball and he could have had a shot with his right foot, bro. But they didn't pass him the ball, so that was upsetting. The subs, I'm gonna go with Tomiyasu is gonna get a 6. Trossard is gonna get a 5. Party is gonna get an 8. I'm gonna give him an 8 because I actually liked when he came on. Martinelli, Martinelli gets a. I'd say goddamn. Martinelli gets a 5. I don't think he had much of an effect on the right side. I didn't like him on the right side. Leave him to the left. Put Trossard to the right. Why there's Trossard on the left and Martinelli on the right? It doesn't sit right with me. And yeah, Arteta is going to get an 8 from me. I think he made the right decisions. Game plan was good for what we needed to do, which was go there, not concede, and try and hit them on the transition. Unfortunately, the players didn't do well in that instance. But yeah, that's my ratings. Capo, what are your ratings, bro?
Yeah, man. Really quick, Jorginho, I would give him a standard 6. You know, he tried his best. I think the game was too quick, too much for him. I'm gonna go with a Decker's 8. Solo guard, man. you cannot be doing that, man. As a captain of one of the biggest clubs in the world, especially in England, you cannot be ducking out of challenges like that, man. I can't be seeing that from a captain. I'm going to give him a 3, and that's only because I felt that he did 3 things that were very, very important for us off the ball, which was it could have been a lot worse if he wasn't in that position defending. But that's the only reason why I'll give him a 3. I think it's criminal for him to do that. My captain all day would be Captain America if he was American, obviously Declan Rice. But another big game where we needed him to pull the strings. We needed him to spray some passes. And I don't want to hear that he was the one that was, pressing from the front. He was the only one that was really, closing them down. And Havertz was bad. It doesn't matter, man. Like, you need to – I want to see you pulling just win a goddamn tackle, bro. Win a 50-50. Just leave a leg in there. You're too – for me, when it comes to these big games, you need to put your pretty boy thing aside. Those expected flare hits, hair flicks. I need him to show up in these big games, and I think we didn't do that. And to the Liverpool fan that had that little comment in there, I'm not happy with the point. I'm going to accept the point
Egal just
and move on. Big up Egal in the building.
Big up.
Yo, what's good, guys?
Big up Egal, man.
Did you guys already talk about all the rattled people that we went to?
Hey, there's some of them in this chat here, bro.
Bro, tell me how. I was on 2 shows today, one on my own channel and one on the Football Terrorist. People have the audacity to say Arsenal not playing entertaining football. They're hypocrites. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to go to the Etihad and play that type of football because you guys are hypocrites because you made fun of Chelsea. You made fun of all these teams. You made fun of Burnley when they do that to you guys. So Arsenal, based on your own history and heritage, this is a disgrace. And then you have people on TalkSport, professional pundits, coming out saying the way Arsenal played, that's not how you win a league title.
By keeping a clean sheet, they say, defenders, right? The best.
Can I just tell you guys? Can I tell you guys
credibility every day,
bro? Can I just tell you guys? Yeah, listen. The Talk Sport, yeah, those people are severely low IQ. Okay, they didn't get enough oxygen to their heads, so I wouldn't take anything they say seriously at Talk Sport. The Talk Sport is like the sun, bro. They're only there for headlines, bro. They'll just clickbait you into clicking onto their thing.
They're
and
crazy.
To their thing. It's nuts. It's nuts.
But yo, I woke up this morning at like 5 a.m. right? Because it's my day off, but I can't sleep. So what happened was
I woke up for sahur. Wallahi.
Yeah,
let me eat quick.
I woke up. I seen everything. I was praying. I did my stuff, and then I went on the internet just to see what people are saying. They're talking about Bukayo Saka. No mention of Foden stinker.
I was gonna get to that.
Roy Keane is the only person who spoke about Erling Haaland stinker. And has anybody seen Kevin De Bruyne? No. But Odegaard, who's always called a ghost, was the best attacking player for both teams. Doesn't get mentioned.
I wouldn't say he was the best attacking player. I wouldn't say
debatable.
Egal, you came in. You came into the wrong.
And I'm glad you came on here. I'm glad you came on here.
No. Odegaard created the most chances out of all attackers in the game. Odegaard had the most forward passes out of every Arsenal player, and the closest person to him in the whole game, I think, is Kovacic. And Kovacic was playing as a left side center back / midfielder. And then you go to the actual performance that we had. We did not create as much XG as them, but we had the better clear-cut chances. Their best 2 chances of the game was the Erling Haaland skied it, and Nathan Ake off a corner tried to get his head on it.
Can I ask you one thing, Egal? Who was better, Havertz? Oh, nice to meet you, by the way. First time together on the panel, so nice to meet you. Nice for you to stop by. Who was better yesterday, Havertz or Martin Odegaard?
Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, because for me it was Havertz.
Why Havertz?
Because if he wasn't there, we wouldn't have a lot of position. I said this to Capo and Saad as well. I think he was the only one at the front line who actually tried things and succeeded in trying it. You know what I'm saying? Every time Jesus, doesn't matter. Ben White a lot of times.
Are you talking about long balls? Because to me, yes, Kai Havertz was integral in the long balls and bringing players into play, but Martin Odegaard literally created 2 clear-cut chances.
Egal, we asked this of our captain over and over and over again. When are you going to show up in the big games? You may.
And he did.
I understand where you're coming from, but this is the moment where if Saka's not doing it, Saka doesn't have the armband. You do. You're ducking out of challenges. You're ducking out of challenges, and I can't. I'm not used to that.
What challenges is he ducking
If I would
out of?
have one of those players on my team, I will smack his ass up, bro. I'm sorry.
One second. What did Martin Odegaard do?
Go ahead and just duck out of challenges like that.
There was one challenge, Egal, against Rodri, where he had the advantage and he could have had literally 99%. He would have had the ball, and he just ducked away from it and let Rodri have the ball and just walked away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Are we going to ignore the fact that he had played like 8 passes into the box? He created 2 clear-cut chances. In the 90 minutes that he played, he was one of the main triggers for the press and was pushing the whole Arsenal team forward. We're talking about players
from the front.
One second, we're talking about players who didn't show up. If you guys want to get at Bukayo Saka, fair. If you want to get at Jesus' performance in the 90 minutes with the chances that he got, fair. If you want to make fun of Jorginho, fair. But I think Martin Odegaard, he stepped up for the occasion. He was there. I think people making fun of Martin Odegaard is ridiculous.
We're not making fun of him. I would have given him a 5 if it wasn't for him ducking out of that challenge. I said before you came on, there was 3 moments defensively where if it wasn't for him busting a gut to get back, I guess he was the last one that against what's his name? ¿Cómo se llama este man? The right winger, bro, Doku. Where if he wasn't there to intercept his run, he would have gotten through. There was another one was a counter. He was the last defender, a little past the halfway line, and he's the one that headed it out. Like that could have been looped over. Haaland was on a run. He was on the scores. He was gone. There was another player I forgot, but that doesn't make up for the passes that he didn't put Havertz through, which to me was the biggest problem. That's when we need you to thread a needle and get Havertz, because Havertz did make some good runs, but when we need you to be. Maybe he didn't want to lose the ball. He was caught in 2 minds.
That was a run that he made that was so perfect. Havertz, and literally, he hesitated and just went to try and.
There was too much hesitation. There was too much going on for him. I don't know if the pressing was something that was just his legs.
Let
me just say this. This is when I think of a performance that Odegaard really stepped up, and put the team on his shoulders. I think of the Porto performance.
Yeah,
this was nothing like the Porto performance. He didn't have that same oomph, that same fight, to carry this team.
From the early minutes, you could tell he was one of the main guys who's actually putting in a shift and doing great stuff. I thought his energy was great. I thought his passing range was amazing. I thought he was the one outside of everyone was looking at Saka and everybody else and saying they're having poor games. I thought he had a really good game. I'm not saying he's 10 out of 10, but I'm saying he was at least a 7.5 or a 7.
I think he was average.
I gave him a 5. I said he was hit and miss.
I gave him a 1, bro.
Some passes. T was on a mad one. T gave him a 1. I gave him a 5 because I think he was hit and miss.
I can explain.
You need to prepare yourself for A-listers, bro, because Hassan's gonna spend that. Hassan's gonna spend a portion just on that, bro, because you're fighting this hella hard. So I just said he's hit and miss, but I think just the passes in the middle that he faltered.
Did Hamza go on yesterday? Al-Ahwa? I didn't see
it. He did, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna just prepare yourself. He's gonna chat shit about Declan Rice. He's not gonna chat shit about Gabriel because he knows he can't do that. But he's gonna chat shit about Declan Rice, Saka, the usual stuff.
What about did he mention his players didn't show up?
Yeah, funny enough, he actually did. But you have to press him to do that. So you have to press him. I had to press him to tell me what about these players. What about these players?
He did get pressed a lot, though. He did get pressed a lot. Even
he can hold that, bro.
Nice press. Yeah.
Bro, he can hold that. But all I'm saying, obviously, now that Egal's here, Obviously, sorry. Did you finish Capo on your?
No.
Oh, by the way, I did redirect too. That's why I jumped on quickly.
Nah, I
appreciate you.
Appreciate you for redirecting. But smash the like, guys. Smash the like. Let me put it, guys.
Listen, with Saka, man, it was the worst.
Nah, bro, I felt bad because
because
last week I was supposed to redirect to you, and I could see like you're upset, bro. My bad, bro.
No, wallah, I wasn't upset. Wallah, Qasam.
Oh, no
Wallah, I
worries.
wasn't upset. Yeah. Go ahead, Capo.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Saka a 4, man. Just that was just the worst performance of his fucking career, I think, with Arsenal. To be completely honest with you,
No, he's
the fact that I don't know, just I wanted to see the boys step up, Egal. That's my thing, bro. That's why I'm being harsh with them, because these are supposed to be players that are going to turn world class, and then you have an opportunity to come up on stage and say, yo, I'm here to stay, world class, this is who I am, and we didn't do it. I'm not happy with the point. I'm going to accept the point and take it, because obviously we're still in the title race, which is the most important thing. I wanted to go there and show everybody what we are capable of. I know defensively we were going to do it. We did. I'm happy with that. But as a captain, don't be ducking out of challenges, bro. I can't be seeing that, okay? I would have been a 5 standard for me. I give Odegaard a 3. Saka, give him a 4. He's got a niggling issue, whatever it is, bro. It wasn't his day. He got subbed off. I think he needs a break against Luton. Our best attacker for me, standard 5. Havertz made a lot of good runs. He was trying to do things, but we couldn't just find him. Jesus, Jesus, man. He's my right wing substitute moving forward, to come in for Saka. He had three chances where he took one extra touch. The first one that he had, maybe it came too soon in the game.
You can't be fighting for Jesus. You can't.
No, I'm not fighting for Jesus, but I'm not.
I didn't even hear what Egal said, but real quick, Egal, then you can get to your point. You get to your point. I'm gonna give him a 4, just because he did have those chances. He created all that stuff, but that first shot that he had, that should have been on target. It should have tested the keeper. It should have got blocked. But for you to go ahead and scuff it that far out when you still had time, that to me just shows me that you're better off as a right winger. Take the ball to the line, do your little magic samba moves, and then cross it in, or bring White in for the overlap, because he is taking those extra touches. Partey, I like the way he came in. I give him a 7.
Partey's getting a 7.
What's up?
Why is he getting a 7?
I don't know.
Nah, he came on.
Give him a 7. I think he gave Declan Rice a little bit more liberty, and you could see that Declan Rice was playing a lot better when Partey came on, which is why I want to see that, those two in the pivot.
Yeah, and to be fair, just to add to that, we missed a lot of things from Rice offensively this game, and when Partey came on, he brought us that offensive that we missed from our CDM.
Wasn't up for it.
Yeah, no, he wasn't up for it in this game, which is why it was good to see Partey come on and not shit the bed like he did when he first came on the last 2 games for us. So
his face looked a lot thinner as well, huh?
Yeah.
He had a round face. Well, you know what it is? That when he came back from injury and he played, his face looked a little bit round, bro. It's just like Emil Smith-Rowe, you know what I'm saying?
He looked gassed, bro.
Yeah. But now he looked a little bit more fit, so I'm happy. I'm happy what I saw. Let's just say that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Kafuyasu, I'll give Kafuyasu a 7. For him to go ahead and take care of Doku. He did get past a couple of times, and then you had Bernardo Silva, obviously shifting more towards the tired legs of Ben White. Says a lot. Give him a 7 because he kept a clean sheet coming in after so long. Not playing with us is important to see. I would start him definitely against Luton. And then Arteta. Listen, man. I called it yesterday in the group chat, fellas. It was a CL ball. It was a Champions League performance. I don't think it was a park the bus. I think everything just played for us to be that, I guess, to show that style. I know that I have the confidence in our defense, and I think that he knew by putting this team out there, we were going to have a chance, whether it be 1, 2, or 3. We just didn't take our chances. So I'm going to give him, I would say I'm going to give him an 8. And the reason why I would give him an 8 is because I think I would have brought in Martinelli a lot sooner, which is why I said I would have stuck with Kivior a little bit more, or at least for an extra 5 minutes by bringing Martinelli in sooner. The whole thing where Saka carrying that injury, why wouldn't you keep Jesus as a right wing? That's kind of where I would give him an A. Other than that, man, I think he did his thing by the starting 11. And obviously, with the pressure that we all felt, coming into this game, halftime, to keep him in there, to keep him focus is important, man. So I'll give him an 8. But
okay.
All in all,
I already have the ratings that I did on my show. If you
Yeah,
want,
I'm gonna go to you now. So Egal, now that you're here, I'm interested for these. So I need to get your ratings then for the players, subs, and the manager, obviously for his ratings as well, broski.
Manager, I'll just go first. I give the manager 8. I think his tactics worked. It's just we didn't actually end up getting the goal. We had the chances. The players just didn't capitalize. So I think he managed an 8 out of 10 performance. Not really too concerned about the overall performance from him. Raya didn't really have to do much. He had one save and he made that save. So I'm going to give him a 7. Ben White, I thought Ben White was quite decent. I also gave him a 7. I thought he was really good going forward, helping us overlap. Saliba was our best player. I gave him an 8. And I gave Saliba an 8, and I don't think anyone gets over an 8. Best defender on the day. Gabriel Magala is not too far off. I gave him a 6 point. I gave him an 8.5. Kavior, he kind of got taken advantage of early in the game, so I gave him a 6.5. I thought he could have been better. Jorginho was not that good on the day. I gave him a 6. Declan Rice didn't see his best also, so I gave him a 7 out of 10 for that day for him. Odegaard, I thought Odegaard was decent. I don't know what you guys were talking about with him being bad. I actually gave him a 7.5. I thought he was one of the better players for our attacking options. Bukayo Saka, I thought he was quite poor. I gave him a 5. Havertz, I gave him a 6. I thought his work rate and everything was impressive, but I still did not think he was up there with our best attackers. And Jesus was very wasteful. I gave him a 5 also. And the rest, I just didn't give them good enough ratings because I thought they were only on for short time periods. But Partey 6, Trossard 5.5, Martinelli 5.5, and Tomiyasu 5.5.
I'm surprised that you rated Jorginho and Havertz lower than Kivior, man.
I'm surprised that you gave Gabriel an 8, having the cojones to actually step up when it really counts.
I think Gabriel was the best defender.
Yeah, I think he deserves a 10, bro, as well. Yeah,
just for the causery alone.
I didn't want to give Saliba the man of the match. I always give my man of the match is 0.5 higher than the person that's not the man of the match. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because what is your thing with Mo? Like when it comes to seeing that from a captain, like I don't ever remember seeing that from Vieira.
Okay,
like,
he
used to take it to anyone and everybody. When Roy Keane was on there, he was on a different level, bro. And that's the kind of level that we expect from captains, especially when
Martin Odegaard did his job and he led that team from the front. If you actually rewatch the game or you see the highlights, you're going to see he was one of the main trust triggers. He was one of the main people.
He was the person that was leading the press.
He was also the guy who was mostly making the passes for the pass from that right side.
But the passes that he didn't make when he was supposed to make it, you don't count that.
No, but he did his job. The thing is, the people who were finishers on the day didn't finish the dinner. Martin Odegaard did his job to a T. The attack was not fluid for majority of the game. But when Martin Odegaard had the ball, we at least had something about us. Early in the game, you can tell that the players were not in sync because Martin Odegaard made a really good pass to Havertz in between the lines, and Havertz just didn't go for it, and then the goalkeeper got it. Later in the game, you see overlapping runs from Ben White. Who's the person connecting that dot? Bukayo Saka on the right side. Who's the person connecting that dot? Getting the ball quick from the midfield, from the defense to attack. When Saliba wins the ball high up the pitch, who's the one connecting that dot? It's Martin Odegaard. I think you guys are really reevaluating Martin Odegaard based on what your expectations of a captain is and of our attack. But in the actual reality, in a game where both teams had minimal chances, Martin Odegaard was one of the only attacking players that could be accounted for.
But you're basically telling us that he basically did his job because that's what he's supposed to do as a number 10, as a playmaker of the squad. And the only
I
thing
know,
for
but
me
the way
personally,
the way you guys are speaking is as if he didn't even do his job.
No,
As
he
if
didn't do his
show
job.
up.
But
yeah,
when you
but,
look at it with tackle,
in
that
an
fucking
offensive
thing
sense, yes,
is
Kek.
unforgivable, bro.
Yeah, let me say just one thing, yeah, about this. I agree. I think his pressing was amazing, but I think the end product of when he was attacking was lacking. He gave away the ball a lot of times. I think every through ball he made, he gave away. Apart from that one through ball for Trossard, which was a great setup by Partey as well. So he got help from that as well. Apart from that, he didn't make any clear-cut pass who led up to a goal because he misplaced the passes a lot of times. And for me, it's not only because he's the captain that he should not back off from a tackle as well. I rate Ødegaard highly as a player. That guy, if you look at the transfer market alone, that guy is valued at 95 million. You know what I'm saying? And if you pay around those prices for a midfielder, you expect Declan Rice kind of performances. You know what I'm saying? And not disappear in these kinds of situations.
But he didn't
And
disappear.
yeah, but he didn't disappear. Okay, fair. But the things he did and tried, he failed at. And that's my issue for him because he can do a lot better as a player overall, let alone being a captain. As a player, backing off of tackles, misplacing passes when you are our main playmaker. You know what I'm saying? You said our offense was not gelling. He was a big part of that because it wasn't
No,
gelling.
he was the only person who actually was trying to connect the dots.
Yeah, but when he was
but
trying it, he was
forward
failing at
line
it.
was so shit yesterday that it made it harder for everybody else. Let's be honest. This is why
Yeah,
defensively, I'm giving the higher praise to our defenders and Jorginho and Declan Rice. Moving forward, it was abysmal, man, to say the least. And like I said again, Man City did their thing. We canceled each other out. Okay, we didn't have our wingers because they were going ahead and helping us with our fullbacks. So who's that going to leave up top? It's going to leave Havertz and Mo. That fact alone, they didn't do enough because of what the hell we were doing going defensively, which is why I can't see you giving them more than a 5. Let's just put it that way. I would give them a 5. You did your thing. We got stifled. At the end of the day, there was a lot of clear-cut chances, like the Porto pass, which if he would have done something like that, bro, he would be from 95 million all the way to 125 million.
yeah.
He's a talent. Okay, he is definitely a talent. I'm not taking that away from him. All I'm saying is we're gonna have the thick of things coming up now, especially against the Bayern. I'm looking at that next big show where he needs to perform for us. And if he's not doing it against a Man City, what makes me feel that he's going to do it against a Bayern on a big stage? All I'm saying is it wasn't just Mo.
The one thing,
it wasn't just Mo.
But
It
I
was
adamantly
also
disagree.
Saka. Why is
I
that?
adamantly disagree. What did you want from him that you didn't get? Him to create an assist? Because he put a bunch of chances on the plate for people.
Oh, yeah, I get that. But if you go ahead and you have Leon Goretzka coming at you with a 50-50, I doubt he's going to go ahead and go in for a hard-ass tackle.
So this whole criticism, the whole criticism of the game is because he didn't go into 150-50 challenge, even though he was one of our best attacking outlets.
No, he also misplaced a lot of passes, and
I think
all
all
of
of passes. That's my main reason.
yeah.
He gave a lot of possession.
And the last thing for me, I just want to finish it off by saying this one small thing. Yeah, the reason people compared Martin Ødegaard to Kevin De Bruyne last year is because end product. He scored and he assisted. And what is he lacking this year, especially in big games? Those two things. I just expect more from Martin Ødegaard. You know what I'm saying? At least crack a shot when you have the chance. I just feel like this Martin Ødegaard sometimes at big games is just not. How should I say this? He doesn't trust himself enough. It seems. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to go for the safe option.
This is what I felt he caught in two minds. Do I actually try to put the ball through, or do I actually want to keep the ball? He overthought a lot of that yesterday, and it doesn't help when you don't have wingers that are on their game. Even Havertz that's on his game. So it's a collective. I'm attacking not just Odegaard. I'm criticizing the fact that he ducked out of a tackle, being our captain. But if you have your front line not helping your center attacking mid, then the entire forward line is shit. So for me, nobody gets more than a 5. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, fair enough. Listen, I do have to go. I'm sorry, guys, but I do have to go. But listen, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Egal, appreciate you for the redirect as well. Links for all of these guys are in the description, so make sure to get over there. Go subscribe to Egal, go subscribe to Ash, go subscribe to Hooks as well. They don't have channels yet, T or Capo, but inshallah in the future they will do. But listen, make sure to subscribe to us over here as well at the Football Corner. Make sure to drop us a subscription. Make sure to like the video as well. We're trying to go for 30 likes if we're even on that now. But yeah, we're trying to get to that, so make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. I'm gonna pass you guys over. To United Spurs of America, where Jacob is there doing his little preview for West Ham versus Spurs tomorrow. So make sure to go over there. I want you guys to put this. I'm just gonna put it in the chat. Kuti. Just go over there and just spam that, bro. Just absolutely spam that. Just kuti.
Booty.
Just spam that. Just absolutely spam that, bro. And listen, guys, love you all. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out, my people. Love.